Aitchison into Balderson. Well, there's runs, and his first of the day. Might be 4 of them to that shorter boundary. It is. Punched away off the back foot. And all-rounders. Oh, that's run off an edge by Balderson down to third man. He'll take him. It's 4 more down towards the third man boundary. He moves to 9, 259 for 5 at the end of the.
Balderson just taps his bat. Tickner is in and he's driven for 4. That's a glorious shot from Balderson. Nothing wrong with that at all, and the crowd fully appreciative, and quite right too, as it raced to the cover boundary.
Just around the wicket in and balls. That's worked down. Oh, it's a lovely shot actually off the pads by Balderson's, clipped away behind square on the leg side for 4. Nicely worked for 4 runs.
Here's Blair Tickner around the wicket, bowling to Balderson, who plays that really nicely, up on his toes, down, guiding it through to the vacant third man area for 4 runs. That was nicely done. Past umpire Baldwin bowls a short delivery that's dealt with by Bell, who pulls it in front of square. Fast bowlers don't like that.
And here's Dahl to Balderson, whipped away through mid-wicket by Balderson. And that is timed to perfection. That's 4 runs for Balderson, who's played some nice shots.
Jewel went in at this one. Is a length ball, oh, and it's away down to third man for 4 runs off an edge. The fielders are so spread apart as Chappell is in, and that one is driven for 4. Backward of square on the offside. Nice shot. Knew exactly where it was going, George Bell. And there is the 300. Chappell in. That one is driven, and that might go for 4 as well. Straight away, there's a chase on around the boundary for David Lloyd, and he won't get there. And Bell gets another boundary. That one was.
He's bowling from the Anderson end, and it could be a catch. No, it's just driven straight back past the bowler by Balderson. It's one of those where it just hung in the air for a moment, and if Chappell, you thought, is he just going to stick a left hand out? But it's too far out of his reach. Point and at deep square legs. Chappell bowls round the wicket to the left hander, and that's guided down towards deep third man. That'll be 4 more. 313 for 5. Boundaries off each of the first 2. Chappell's in and bowls. Another drive. This time it's gone past extra cover. It might be 4 more. It will. Boundary rope is not all the way out there towards the point. It's been brought in quite some distance.
Dahl is in, and that's a thick edge by Balderson down towards third man for 4 more. And that's going to bring him a 50. It is his 2nd of the season for George Balderson. Aitchison as well.
Chappell bowls. Lovely drive from Bell. Through the covers, that'll be 4. There's a fielder relatively close at short extra cover, diving to his right. Chappell's got his shadow behind him as he bowls to Bell. That's full once more. Edge down towards deep third man. That'll be another 4. 9 as Jack Morley starts a new over. It's another full toss, and that's swept for 4 by Bell. He hasn't started too well, actually, Jack Morley. Both of his overs this morning have begun with full tosses.
An ordinary day for him. This next delivery is driven. Is that going to beat the man at mid-on? It is, and that's going to be 4 more runs to Balderson. His 12th boundary out towards a very straight mid-on. When he signed his contract, actually, as Aitchison bowls. Bell's going to go through for the single that will take him to his half century. There is a shy at the stumps at the end to which Balderson was running, but Bell gets to his half century. 101 deliveries with 6 4s. Here's Aitchison. That one is guided very nicely out towards the cover boundary. Hamish Dahl won't get there, and if he won't get there, nobody will. And Balderson moves on to 66.
To relax. Morley in. Quicker. It's in the air as it's whipped off the back foot by Balderson. And he gets 4. Flashed away through square leg. Moves on to 73 not out. Not many sessions Lancashire have won this season, but Balderson is bowled. I think of an inside edge back onto his stumps. Floated up by Morley. Have progressed their overnight score. Hartley drives to mid-off for no run. From 251 for 5 this morning to 380 for 6.
Not that many. Oh, hello. Hartley's just danced down the track and smashed David Lloyd back over his head, down to long on for 4 runs.
7 for 6. Morley in. Down the pitch comes Hartley again and hit firmly along the ground and all the way for 4 down past the bowler.
He crouches down. Lloyd bowls. That one is edged and caught by Wayne Madsen. He went for the expansive drive there, George Bell, and he'll be disappointed because there was a big score out there for him.
Down the pitch comes Hartley. That's hit back beyond Morley and down towards the boundary for 4 runs. Lloyd to Bailey. Well, that'll be 4. It's a full ball to Bailey, and he's punched it away firmly through the covers. And moves to 7, and Lancashire to 409.
Morley bowls, driven handsomely by Hartley, and that's going to go all the way for 4. It beat the dive of Caleb Jewell at close in at extra cover.
Bailey drives. That'll be 4 actually. Through the offside. Over the rope, there is Ben Etchison, who's behind square on the. There's Martin Anderson in, ball short, and Hartley goes back and pulls and top edges, and it's caught by Martin Anderson off his own bowling. He spun himself onto the ground, did Tom Hartley.
He's in round the wicket, and Bailey's down the pitch. That's a brilliant catch at short cover. Bailey has nailed one at Caleb Jewell, who has stuck out a left hand. I think he was trying to get out of the way as much as anything, and the hand went up in the air almost as an afterthought.
As Anderson bowls to it, and he whips this or tries to flick this away down the leg side. When it's been given out. So he's been caught down the leg side. There was barely an appeal. In fact, the loudest appeal came from the man at extra cover.
Here is James Anderson in and bowls to David Lloyd off the back foot and plays that nicely away through the offside. Through backward point for 4 runs, and Derbyshire's first innings.
He's in again. Bowls to Lloyd, and that one is clipped away, and that'll be 4 runs as well out to the square leg boundary. So he's going at 4s here, Jimmy Anderson. Overall match has only been 3.
There's Bailey's in, and that's a lovely shot. Caleb Jewell. Watch that back on replay. Bailey's in again. Oh, it's just as good, if not better. What a gorgeous straight drive by Caleb Jewell. Well, he's hit 2 beautiful shots. One through cover. In and balls. Driven away again. Harris is chasing after it. Ball skipping across a pretty firm and quick outfield.
The pitch. Anderson in, bowls, and that one's dabbed down to the vacant third man area by Lloyd for 4 runs. So a boundary off each of Anderson's overs so far. As Anderson is in again. Lloyd, oh, he takes this one on and top edges it, gets fortunate, and it goes down straight over the wicketkeeper's head for 4.
Probably shot to the match. Around the wicket comes Anderson to Jewell, driven square, 4 more. Introduced. And there he is, striking early on. Caleb Jewell's gone, and Jimmy Anderson gets his first wicket of the summer. Bailey in and bowls. It's a lovely shot by Harry Kane. He's angled that way away through straight mid-wicket for 4. He moves on to 6 in Derbyshire. It's Tom Bailey in and bowls, and edged down to third man by Lloyd. He'll get 4 for it, running up towards the boundary below the pavilion. Watching Bailey, who's in and bowling. Slower ball whipped away through the onside by Lloyd, out through deep mid-wicket for 4 more.
As Anderson is in, and that one's just hit David Lloyd, and it's caught his gloves, and it's been caught behind, and that is a very unfortunate way for David Lloyd to get out. Pied Whitetail hasn't returned, you know. Hartley bowls. Oh, and now Harry Kane plays that nicely out towards the mid-wicket boundaries. It got the legs to get all the way. Yes, it has. And Harry Kane picks up his 3rd boundary. Hartley bowls, and back goes Madsen to cut, and he's caught behind. Straightforward catch for Matty Hurst.
There's Balderson's in to Kane. That squirts away beyond the reach of Jennings. It's slipped and down towards third man for 4. And he's bowled Kane, he's left it. Not offered a shot, and to his horror and to Wells's delight, the ball rattles in towards the stumps, and Lancashire pick up a wicket for the final ball. Hartley into Morley. He gets right forward, no hesitation this time, and defends. It's the close of play.